coming from a place of, you know, deep respect, and it's also coming from a place of values. All right. So I talk about this a lot on my page, and that's why I love your page too. Because your page is never, and believe me, I wouldn't be here today if I didn't respect your page. Believe me, I laugh my ass off at your page because it is so damn funny. And my dad would have laughed his ass off at it too, because we're funny creatures. You know, people who play jazz or music or whatever the hell. It's like, look at us. Come on.
I know.
Funny.
I know.
It's like I look at drummers. Like, so I did a thing lately for, and on, it was a drummer-esque thing. It was very drummer-centric, and I called it shit on my snare. Okay. Now it was hashtag shit on my snare drum. So there's a thing. It was a fad lately where, you know, drummers gotta like, I gotta put crap on my snare drum, like this. So here's like a gaff tape.
Yeah, they just leave like something to make some sound on it, or yeah.
Right, here it is. I'm gonna put it on here, right? Yeah. Or you know, or a pencil,
or a wallet,
or a wallet. Well, a wallet is like what we always used to play. It's like the oldest tradition in the world. You put your wallet on the snare to deaden it out.
Right.
But now we have like goat hooves and organic camel gonads or whatever the hell it is, and it's like, you know, and I'm like looking at it, and it's just like. And it's just funny. Come on, you spend like you look over here, like look at the snare drum. Look at that. See that? Like look at the snare drum. See, look at this thing. See, that's like, you know, it's like $1,000, like perfectly exquisitely crafted. Yeah, it's a work of art. It's like an artisan made it. Yeah, it's like low mass lugs and, you know, babinga wood on the outside with a layer of ash inside. You know,
right. Stuff you're never even gonna see.
now I'm gonna put all this crap on it.
Right. Think of the guy who designed it. He sees like someone put their coffee.
He's like, ah! He's like freaking out. You know, it's just funny. It's just funny. It's like, so I did a whole series of like, you know, like just ridiculous. Like the last one was I put a Lego's Death Star, like 5,000 piece Death Star on the snare drum. And of course the people without a sense of humor get all, oh my God, he's making fun of us. Right. It's like, what do you do? It's like, look, you know, we are a funny, quirky little cult of people, and we have to be able to giggle at ourselves. Like I saw the thing, I think you guys posted today. Oh my God, it was so great. It was Chick Corea with a headband, and it had, right? And he's like, when you got a jazz gig at 8, you got to fight Cobra Kai at 9, right? It was like, right? Exactly. I mean, come on.
I mean, look, it's Chick Corea's birthday. How many people are just going to be like, Chick Corea's the greatest, which he is. But I mean, like, and you know what? Chick Corea's probably got a better sense of humor than the people getting pissed off about the photo of him. I mean, props to my brother for coming up with that at 7:30 in the morning.
Absolutely great, yeah.
I mean, that's improv, but
you know, that's the other thing is I want to talk about your meme page. Is that there's nothing at all ever mean-spirited about your page. You don't do anything mean-spirited. That's like mean-spirited is if you took a picture of somebody and attacked who they are, or attacked the way they play, attack them. Just attack like when you lived as long as Chick Corea has and has seen as many fashion statements as Chick Corea has through the 60s and the 70s, and then you got like a thing like a picture. It's like, come on, man. I mean, I look at pictures of myself with a mullet and I'm rolling on the floor. I mean, we actually thought that looked good.
Yeah.
We honestly in the 80s thought we looked good. And I just think that's hysterical, you know?
Yeah. And to what you're trying to get at, I think, well, I mean, the fact, like you said, like the fact that we're even here today, you know, we would only even have connected if we didn't share these values unspokenly. Like that's a big part about it. We don't get on and I don't talk about how or why we do things in a lot of cases. And I think the audience that comes to our page and stays, the ones that I want to stay, I mean, I'm okay if people leave, but the ones that stay, the one that I want to create this family community vibe are the people that get it. And they get it unspokenly that we have a certain aim. We all can share in this. There is no need to point at a person, but it's more like, let's comment on these things, or let's talk about these things that are happening. If we can't talk about it openly, you know, what are we doing? So,
well, it's also, you know, if we can't laugh at the, you know, we've devoted ourselves to, you know, people have devoted themselves to being musicians or players or, you know, classical. It doesn't matter what genre it is. You know, there's some funny shit that goes on, and it's like, and also like one of my favorite things is when you do the practice memes, like when you do the like the things that we do in practice. You know, come on, man, it's so true. Like all those things, you know, it's like, you know, we just like kill ourselves to, like, you know,
well,
and
yeah.
it's like I show them to my students because I'm like, you know, listen, I've always believed that humor is the most powerful tool to get people to look at themselves, you know, and when you use like really beautiful humor, it's also just like, you know, to laugh at the, you know, with a wistful, happy, not laugh like as in condemning, but laugh because look at the brother and sisterhood that we have, you know, of people who have devoted themselves to this. And there are some unifying, interesting little quirks. And those funny little quirks, I think, are highlighted beautifully on your page.
Thank you. Well, I mean, that's, to me, like, and having done this every day for 5 years with my brother, I mean, that's what it's all about. When I hear from an artist that they were on the road and they woke up for lobby call at 4 and they saw the meme and they just laughed. Like, I wasn't there, but that moment, the fact that they had that moment means I did my job in a sense, and I'm doing it for myself. But at the same time, like, that's the most gratifying part about all of it, to hear that it's received and that
right.
is.
If I created something that made somebody at a lobby call at 4 a.m. laugh, I would feel really, really good that I gave them that, because I've been in enough 4 a.m. lobby calls to know that nothing makes me laugh.
Right? Right? You're dead. You probably didn't go to sleep. You're probably recovering from the previous night gig. And
yeah, if you've slept at all.
Yeah.